A few months ago, there was a candlelight vigil attended by hundreds of Delawareans who had come to mourn the loss of a young life, the young man from Rutgers. It was a moment for heartbreak to hear the story of so much potential wasted, so much thrown away, so much anguish focused so fully on one person that suicide seemed to him the easier choice than having to live with hatred directed at him because of his sexual orientation. More heartbreaking even is how that scenario plays out again and again across this country. But that night, so many Delawareans stepped up and shared their own stories. Stories of hope and stories of promise. Stories of how far our neighbors and our state have come. And how we can say to young people like that college student, live a life of accomplishment, build a business, raise a family, embrace the opportunities before you, because that hatred that you're facing has no place here. Today and the days ahead, we will hear more stories. How we can someday hope to say with legislation like this bill, if you've committed yourself to somebody and you've made that pledge to spend your lives together in partnership, when life or death decisions come, we're going to respect your right to make those decisions together. And how can this state, in good conscience, say to somebody, you have dedicated your life to someone else for years, your partner trusts you to make their medical decisions if they become incapacitated, and you don't have a living will? How can we say that they can trust you, but we, the state, do not? How can we say to a child that has been raised since birth in a home of love and hope and help, that because both of the parents happen to be men or women, that if the parent who is the legal guardian dies, that you lose the legal rights and protections to be raised by the other? How can we say that when your world has been torn apart, the law may tear it apart further? Those are just some of the reasons that we are here today to show our support for this bill, which is the best approach to creating a civil union that I've seen. I want to thank all these bill sponsors and the legislators who are here for their years of work on expanding these freedoms. It has not been an easy fight, and it's possible that this bill may not have an easy time either. But let's be clear. It was just 2 years ago, until we signed a law to change it, it was legal in Delaware to be fired because of your sexual orientation. Anti-gay and anti-lesbian discrimination was legal because the law had not caught up to the times. Well, the time is here, the time is now, and this legislation has the best possible chance of moving us forward together.